today is Monday and I'm painting a vinyl. What are the odds? Alright, so Vinyl Monday, back at the game. Surely, not every week, but we're trying to keep it consistent. You've been asking for more tutorial-ish videos, so this is what it's gonna be. And more accurately, how to paint stars. I'm gonna run you through my workflow, my process. It's an easy one, you just need a little bit more patience. I'm not saying that's the best way of doing it, but certainly is the one that works out for me so far. So let's just jump into it. So I started this painting somewhere in the beginning of the year, but somehow I didn't manage to finish it, and to be frankly honest, I did forget about it. And now these past weeks I saw it and I was wondering if I could make a video out of it, although it won't be the full process. And I thought, why not making a quick tutorial dedicated of how I'm painting stars. So after I have the base, the first layer, the sky, I would start working out the Milky Way, which is basically just making two lines of clouds that are opposite to each other, and in between them you're trying to create like a sketchy, curvy forest pathway. Probably that's why it's called the Milky Way. Maybe some more smaller paths are splitting from the big one, and you may look and use reference for how the actual Milky Way is looking. I personally am using a reference for the whole painting by the amazing photographer Chris Howe, although I'm trying to not look at it too much and just go with the flow and use more of that imagination. Then take a softer brush and make these clouds really smooth and soft while you're trying to blur more and more the outer part of the clouds with the color of the sky, and in between where the paths are, leave it with a sharper outline but still with some blur and merging here and there. Next, take a smaller brush and with brighter tone of the color you have decided to use. I'm purposely not naming any colors as I want to concentrate on the specifics of the process, not so much on the colors. You can use whatever colors you like. In fact, I'm making a painting right now where I use more than one tone of colors, but for the sake of understanding and simplicity, I'm using just a couple of colors. And with the smaller round brush, make a lot of dots, some bigger, some not so much, some really small, and the closer to the pathway you're getting, increase the density of the stars, but right on the path make exactly the opposite thing. I didn't mention I'm using oils, but I think if you're working with acrylics, the process would go pretty much the same way. For example, in this next step where I start to blend all these dots and small balls, if you're working with acrylics, you should have done that while actually making every dot because of the much faster drying time. And so how I will proceed with oils is first cleaning the excess of the same brush and just start to blend the outer part of all the bigger stars and some smaller, while regularly wiping the brush in a clean cloth or something like that. And maybe you don't need to blur and blend all of the stars, especially the smallest one, but in my opinion that is what really makes the difference, and a bit more effort you're putting in order to get the better result, and you just gotta walk that extra mile. Now take your thinnest, more precise brush and make this whole sky shine. Put the S in stars. Just take some white, no matter what color palette you're using, and begin to apply the smallest dots in the middle of each light ball, and dot after dot, star after star, keep on applying the source of light. If you have some tricks up your sleeves, you may do something like this, but other than that, you gotta craft your patience. Pretty much that is Oh, for painting stars. Now, after the sky have dried, you may add some aurora or northern lights, just blend some shiny colors over it and it's all that simple. But the video is about painting stars, so I will leave explaining this one for another time. Maybe. As I know myself, there is high possibility that this video is not uploaded till Monday. But that's it for Vinyl Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe even you learned something. Who knows? Thank you for watching. I highly appreciate it. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.